The global cryptocurrency scene is at a tipping moment with the recent passing of the Fiat 21 crypto law by the US Congress, and Ripple's XRP seems to stand to gain the most from this legislative achievement. The legal and regulatory battle that XRP has been involved in for years has caused confusion, delayed its acceptance, and slowed its price movement. With the new legal framework provided by the Fiat 21 bill, XRP may finally be positioned as a commodity rather than a security, which would eliminate many of the barriers preventing its broad adoption. This change is more than just a formality. It might change the way banks, authorities, and the financial system as a whole perceive and use digital assets. According to sources, banks are already responding to this new legal landscape. To get ready for the institutional rollout of XRP, big banks like BNY Mellon are growing their custodial partnerships with Ripple. This demonstrates the banking industry's unmistakable conviction that XRP's legal issues are over. Any digital currency that is decentralized should be categorized as a commodity, according to a crucial language in the Fiat 21 bill. Ripple's persistent claim that XRP is decentralized is now strongly supported by US legislation. With this reclassification, the protracted legal battle is essentially over, since XRP is no longer subject to the securities laws that the SEC has long attempted to apply to it. However, the ramifications of this bill go much beyond the paperwork. It shows that the US government is prepared to accept cryptocurrency assets as valid components of the financial system, allowing banks and payment processors to include XRP without worrying about regulatory backlash. Elite communication from a Federal Reserve employee about current XRP experiments for cross-border payments is even more convincing. The communication highlights XRP's special capacity to enable quick, economical foreign money transfers and mentions it as a contender for neutral value bridging. This is significant since one of the most costly and ineffective sectors of finance is still cross-border payments. By acting as a bridge asset, XRP can significantly reduce expenses for banks and their customers by doing away with the need for several currency conversions. The Federal Reserve may be influencing the creation of future central bank digital currencies, or CBDCs, if it is actively testing XRP within its corridors. This might be the first step toward broader adoption across government-backed payment networks. In light of this, the prognosis for XRP's price is changing quickly. Many market analysts now confidently predict that XRP will reach $10.00 or more in the near to medium term due to regulatory certainty and increased institutional interest. This prediction isn't just conjecture. It is based on the observation that the overall supply of XRP is comparatively little in comparison to the enormous demand that could arise from banks utilizing it as a liquidity bridge in international transactions. Ripple would be driven solely to extract blockchain value. We also like to go to 10 on just today, the actual value of XRP. For the first time in years, here's inadequately fetched in costs. Of one-time €500,000 standard, they went to non-cash market type just tops, as if it was backed by mega capitalization. Because of this, the $10.00 goal is a reasonable milestone rather than an unrealistic assumption. Even if XRP is fully accepted in CBDC ecosystem as it becomes a foundational asset for the digital economy, although such a future may seem distant, it's important to keep in mind that several of the top cryptocurrencies of today experience strong increases once their applications and legal frameworks were established. Given its integration with prominent banks and payment processors, XRP appears to be in a unique position to benefit from this trend. The response of institutional and retail investors is another factor to take into account. Years of XRP volatility, regulatory ambiguity, and unfavorable news cycles have been experienced by many retail holders. The pivotal moment that rewards their patience may be this most recent congressional action and rumored Fed interest. Institutional investors, who are often more cautious and subject to regulations, now have the legal and regulatory protection to make large market entries. Increased liquidity and price stability will result from the feasibility and security of large-scale XRP holdings, made possible by growing custody infrastructure, including as BNY Mellon's strengthened relationship with Ripple. As these factors come together, the general market mood surrounding XRP is growing more optimistic, as seen by tweets from analysts and influencers highlighting the significance of the FI 21 law and ongoing institutional actions. Social media and the cryptocurrency community are a flurry of activity. This fresh excitement isn't just hype, it's supported by real-world events and intimate knowledge that indicate XRP will soon soar. Chart watchers can infer that a significant breakout is imminent based on XRP's price compression and accumulation. patterns. Those that purchased and stuck onto their investments during the downturns are likely to reap substantial rewards when it occurs. Naturally, there is risk associated with any investment, and cryptocurrency markets are notoriously unstable. However, FIT21's metamorphosis and the new institutional structure offer a solid basis for XRP's value to increase sustainably. While real-world use by banks and payment networks adds actual utility, regulatory clarity eliminates a significant encumbrance. When taken as a whole, these elements give XRP investors a far more predictable environment, eliminating the uncertainty and conjecture that have dominated the token story for years. In order to Ripple achieve broad acceptance in the future, Ripple and financial institutions must maintain their cooperation, and continual regulatory involvement is necessary to guarantee clarity and compliance. One of the key factors driving this growth is Ripple's technology roadmap, which includes on-demand liquidity, or ODL, solutions that employ XRP to settle cross-border payments quickly and affordably. XRP's function as a link between traditional banking and the emerging digital economy is further cemented by its integration with well-known financial communication standards like ISO 20022. In addition to the legal and technological issues, XRP is increasingly being viewed as a strategic asset rather than a speculative one. This alters the mindset of investors and holders, promoting long-term accumulation rather than speculative trading. Because XRP's compound returns can increase wealth over years rather than days or weeks, prominent investors and cryptocurrency wealth coaches are urging investors to put their money in and wait. Having this mentality is essential to creating long-term value in the cryptocurrency industry. Additionally, the Federal Reserve's involvement and the growth of custody services highlight XRP's increasing institutional credibility. These changes also allude to potential collaborations and integrations that might increase XRP's usefulness beyond what many people now believe. The liquidity and network impacts of XRP will only get stronger as more banks and fintech businesses test Ripple's solutions. To sum up, the FIT21 law marks a significant turning point for XRP and the cryptocurrency industry as a whole. It eliminates a significant adoption hurdle by creating a legal framework that acknowledges decentralized digital assets as commodities. XRP is expected to see a significant price increase, maybe hitting $10 or more soon, thanks to institutional demand, Federal Reserve testing, and growing custodial relationships. This is a crucial time for holders and investors to comprehend the shifting market and adjust their positions appropriately. Your patience might soon receive rewards if you've stuck with XRP through the highs and lows. Additionally, if you're new to the field, now is the ideal moment to educate yourself and think about the long-term possibilities of this special digital asset. Legal clarity, institutional acceptance, and technological progress all point to XRP as more than just a coin. Rather, it's a new cornerstone of the global financial system. What do you think about the future of XRP and this congressional bombshell? Do you have a bullish outlook? Which pricing points are you aiming for? Please leave a remark below. For further updates on Ripple, XRP, and the larger cryptocurrency ecosystem, remember to subscribe and like this video if you thought it was educational. The best is still to come, so thank you for watching and stay tuned. Notice, this movie is intended solely for informational and educational reasons. It isn't financial guidance. Before making any investing decisions, please conduct your own research and speak with a financial advisor.